Alright, so it's April 1st, 2020, and this is your Tech Minute. Or not. So it's official. Starting today, I will be doing daily podcasts, keeping up and building the channel. Thank you guys for sticking it through. It's been a rough 2 or 3 weeks with this whole coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. Which is a good point. From this point on, I will refer to the virus as either the virus or COVID-19. Thought you had me, didn't you? So today, what are we going to be talking about? Well, there's a certain thing that's happening in the media lately with the new consoles coming out with the PS5 and Xbox Series X. In fact, good news, the PS5 price kind of dropped in, kind of. The PS5 at a set price of about $398. That would be really good because that's actually cheaper than the PS4, and the PS5 is significantly more powerful than the PS4, and even the things that you're getting are kind of intense. There is a buzzword when talking about the next gen consoles that I didn't quite understand and I had to look into, and I thought you guys would benefit. There's a lot of talk about teraflops, and I thought today would be a great day to explore what exactly is a teraflop. So teraflops and gigahertz share similar connotations. These are two let's say parameters or units of measurements when it comes to calculations within a CPU or GPU. With that said, I think the easiest way to tackle this question is to first define maybe what's a CPU and a GPU. The CPU primarily focuses on calculations on a wide variety of tasks. So your CPU is responsible for multitasking, multi-threading, and different actions at the same time. It needs to things from Excel to running graphics. Your CPU is responsible for. The GPU, on the other hand, is responsible for just graphics or graphic intense calculations. Whereas the CPU focuses on gigahertz, you will see the unit of computations, or at least a description of it, on the GPU side as teraflop. The gigahertz shows the speed at which the CPU calculates certain calculations over a period of time. A teraflop calculates a very specific type of calculation called floating point calculations. Floating point calculations are specifically for graphics. And just think of it this way. The CPU A CPU in gigahertz calculates a wide variety of different calculations. A teraflop calculates specifically linear, the way that graphics are designed, graphics and CG. It calculates specifically those things in a floating point calculation, very specific type of calculation. With that said, is it really that important to your console, next gen console? I did some research into it, and it turns out maybe not as much as you think. The PS4 notoriously right now has a lower teraflop output. At first glance, it would look like the Series X is way more powerful than the PS5. However, you have to take into account memory bandwidth and the bus speed, and also just how does the system access something that's loaded into the memory. When you look at all of the specs side by side, you will see that the PS5 has emphasized on how fast it can retrieve information from one part of the hard drive to your screen, while the Xbox Series X focuses on just raw graphical power. As the developers figure out how to use that power. But for right now, I will make a prediction: in the first few years, the PS5 will have a significant advantage on the smoothness and the scale of games, as they can access all that information that's on the CD or in a particular space on the hard drive much quicker and implement it where it needs to go. Let's face it, developers will have no idea how to use all that graphical power at first. We see it time and time again generation after generation. Time and time again, it's only at the end of the cycle that they even know how to make calculations that properly use the processors. Well, anyway, that's your Tech Minute for today. You're going to see me tomorrow when I cover a new topic or something in the news. And yeah, stick around. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. That's your Tech Minute. Or not.